Hey there, Gospel Chapel. Pastor Doug here, and it's, what day is it today? It's December 9th. Imagine that. Wednesday, December 9th, and I've done some rearranging. I got my office all switched around a little differently, and one of the reasons I did that is I wanted to set up so that I could do some video work right here in my office, just set up simply, and be able to do that and to put out some content on the interwebs for you to hop on your Netscape Explorer and find out some good stuff. Anyway, as we're heading into this Christmas season, I know things are really different this year, and it's messy and it's gross and it's not what we want to do for Christmas. But we're going to be looking at the Gospel of John starting on Christmas Eve. And the key text, and I think this is the most beautiful Advent scripture, isn't actually Matthew and Luke's nativity story. It's John's introduction. I listen to this. This is amazing. Verse 14. And I'm going to skip verse 15 because John kind of inserts a little parenthetical statement there, and then about John the Baptist, and then he comes back to the what he's saying. So I want to read verse 14 and then 16 to 18, and this is going to form kind of the core of what we talk about and what we reflect on Christmas Eve. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. From his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. For the law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. No one has ever seen God. The only God who is at the Father's side has made him known. And those verses are packed with theological dynamite. And I'm looking forward to getting into that now. What we're going to do in the new year is we're going to be looking at the 7 I am sayings that Jesus states throughout John's gospel. And then the 7 signs that John uses to prove that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that you may have life in his name. And this is flowing right out of and goes along with how we've defined church this past few months, that the church is the people of God, the called out people of God, who are called to reveal the glory and the beauty of Jesus Christ. And so we're going to be focusing on that we're going to be learning about the glory and the beauty of Jesus Christ through what he says and what he does. For no one has seen God. The only God who is at the Father's side. Now, who's at the Father's side? You got to go back. The Word. Who is the Word? The Word became flesh. And the first time in John's Gospel that he uses the name Jesus Christ is in verse 17. The law was given through Moses. Grace and truth came through Jesus Christ. Now, let's just reflect on that. Also in the new year, I'm going to be doing a kind of a midweek Bible study on 1 Peter, and that's going to run until Easter as well. Actually, it's going to run 16 weeks, and I'm not sure if I'm just going to do that as like a live thing, maybe on Zoom, I don't know, or whether I'm just going to kind of go through it. I want to hook up my iPad and go verse by verse and text by text and, draw right on the text and interact right with the text in a meaningful way. And I think 1 Peter, again, is looking, in John, we're looking back to the glory revealed in Jesus. And in 1 Peter, we're looking ahead to the glory to be revealed when he returns. And so from Christmas to Easter, we're looking at the glory and the beauty of Jesus Christ. I am looking so forward to this next season of church together with you, and I'm just praying that God reveals his beauty and his glory through Jesus Christ, and that your hearts will be encouraged through his Spirit and his Word in this season.